Hello, hello. Welcome to Healthy Life with Kimmi. Well, hey guys, how is it going today? I am here with my weekly update. I'm doing still my healthy journey, so bear with me. I'm here to report what happened, the good, the bad, the ugly, what I learned, some tips for you, what you may be doing in your journey. So, whatever journey you are doing, Weight Watchers is what I've chosen. But whatever diet plan or weight loss journey you're on, you're welcome to my channel. And thank you. I hope you can share tips with me as I continue to share things with you. So let's get right into the numbers. I gained zero point 0.5, just zero point 0.5. I'm okay with that. I'm going to tell you why. So I'm still at a total of 16.3. That 20 pounds, guys, is running from me. I'm telling you, it is running from me. So I know why I had a 0.5 gain again, and I'm not upset with it. And let's talk about why. So I still was kind of outside the home. I was at a couple work things that I went to. I had a convention I went to. I had talked about that before. And it's still just, I just been running like crazy. So eating out is still a challenge for me. I don't think, I won't say it's never going to change, but it's still a challenge. So zero point 0.5 again in the grand scheme of things means I'm learning how to eat. I'm making better choices. I'm aware of what I'm eating. So let's talk about it just a little bit. So I did have some fig Newtons. I realized that they have whole wheat fig Newtons. I don't know if you knew that or not. But two of those are like 5 points on Weight Watchers. I did not like the taste of them. So it's not something that I had to continuously eat, but because I was at this little convention, actually a large convention, but because I was there, I had quite a few more snacks than I normally have. So I was eating Starbursts like crazy. So all those little things add up. You can have like 6 or 7 Starburst for like about 7 or 8 points. So everything counts. Everything when you are dieting. So I did want to report some wins though that were not on the scale. So Weight Watchers calls that a non-scale victory. And I had quite a few of those. So I want to go over one right now. I was helping my friend to move and there were heavy boxes involved. And I actually wasn't just eye candy. I was actually working and moving boxes just like everybody else, like the guys, they had an assembly line. And I was able to do that without being winded, without feeling tired. Because at first when I when I first got there, I'll be honest, people see my size and they assume that she's super strong. I am the weakest link of anybody, okay? I'm not strong by any nature. So I had to let the men know that. I said, I'm very clear. I said, I may look stronger than I am. So anyway, I still was able to lift quite a few heavy boxes, just moving and moving just with the rest of them, and I wasn't winded or anything. So for me, that is a non-scale victory, okay? The fact that I was able to eat out at Olive Garden, and I had breadsticks, guys, more than I wanted. I had 3. And so you can see why I had that 0.5, right? But I was still doing a lot of activity, all that moving those little boxes. I was still walking a lot. So all of that kind of helped where I probably would have had a bigger weight gain, but my activity is really increasing. And my activity is increasing, one, because I'm more aware of it, and 2, because I've lost the weight. Almost 20 pounds is a lot to carry around. So because I've lost almost 20, my mobility is way better. The way I move and sway, you guys hear me say that all the time, but I was able to actually see it when I was helping with the moving. So like I said, I wasn't as winded as I normally would be. So like I said, I did have Olive Garden, the breadsticks. I went crazy. I had 3 that day. So I made up for it because I didn't have a lot of food. So sometimes that may be something for you to think about too. If it's one thing that you really want, have that thing and then let something else go. Because the food at Olive Garden, it really was not that great. But the breadsticks and the salad was on point, and the soup was too. And then also, it was suggested that I try cherries again. Well, I thought I had a cherry allergy. I kind of know that I do, but it's not a strong one. So I said, let me try again, guys. Let me tell y'all, if you can eat cherries, eat some cherries, okay? The cherries were delicious. The cherries were on point. And the fiber in cherries, oh my goodness. Do you guys know how much I talk about the bowel movement over here, right? I'm going to do a whole video coming up on blueberries. I'm going to tell you about that in a second. But talking about a good BM, cherries, cherries, cherries. Not only were they sweet and delicious, I could do a commercial, but I ate so many of them, and I do have a true allergy. So the rest of them, I am not able to eat. I am not. My allergies was off the chain. My eyes, I've been talking about that the last few weeks with my allergies. And the cherries took me into overdrive. I had a welt on my forehead a few days ago. So me and the cherries are done. But for a good BM, check out the cherries, okay? So then, guys, I'm going to tell y'all what else I did. Confession is good for the soul. So I went to Waffle House. So I had a lot more carbs this week than I ever have, than I usually have. I had a lot more carbs between the candy, the bread at Olive Garden. I went to Waffle House the other day. So at Waffle House, I normally would get a big old Grand Slam breakfast, hash browns, grits, the works. But because I was doing my plan here, I go again, I'm making better decisions. So this is also a non-scale victory. It's not a number I can see on the scale, but I'm doing better because I'm making better choices. So one of them was I had the Texas bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich versus having that big old all-star breakfast at Waffle House. Is a chain restaurant here, and they're known for their greasy food. So I didn't have what I normally would get. So again, that's a victory for me. I'm making better choices everywhere I go instead of this. And I still was content. I socially hung out with my friends and family. I had a good time, but I'm just making better decisions. Now, I will say this. Even with that bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, I could have, instead of the Texas toast, I could have had regular toast. So if I go there again, I'll think about that. But that day, I just wanted a big sandwich. I did. So I'll offset it later with dinner. But again, I could have made a different choice and changed out that bread instead of having the Texas toast and just had regular bread. So, and they also have wheat bread at Waffle House too. So just making different choices. And again, that's a non-scale victory. So again, Weight Watchers teaches what are things that happened to you that were good that's not necessarily related to the number on the scale. And I talk about that too. And again, for me this week, it was being able to move better, still making better choices. I only gained 0.5 when, I'm lifing. Life is lifing and I'm doing it and I'm enjoying it. And part of it is because our entertainment for me and my husband, a lot of it revolves around eating out with our friends. That's what we like to do. And that's for many people. I mean, socially now it's the thing to do. Hey, let's meet over here for drinks. Or hey, let's do this. Instead of saying, hey, let's go bowling or let's do an activity, right? So we do a lot of activities around food. We really do. So because I know that's what we do and we enjoy doing that, I'm just going to have to continue to tweak it. So it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be pretty, as I stated from my very first video. And I thank you guys for hanging out with me because I've been enjoying the tips and tricks that you guys are giving me. I just did a video on Popeyes, if you didn't see that one. And everybody not everybody, but people in the comment were saying that they have blackened chicken, which I didn't even know that. I didn't look at the menu. I knew what I wanted when I went there. So I didn't even look at the menu, but about the blackened chicken and other recipes. And I mentioned blueberries earlier. I added that to my diet. I have had them in my freezer, not my favorite fruit, but I added them to my smoothies, guys. And oh my goodness, that's something else that kind of helped pull all that waste out. So I'm going to do a full video on that. I'm going to give it a couple more days of testing. And I'm going to add that, do a video about that. Because again, the blueberries have really been helping me with that issue too. So I'm trying to find natural alternatives to everything I do. Like, not taking a pill for everything, because that's what doctors want to do. They want to give you a pill for every single thing. And I'm not anti-doctor by a long shot. I believe in going to the doctor very quickly. If something's wrong, that's what you need is a doctor. But I do try to find an alternative to things if I can. So I will be investigating that blueberry thing and I'll be back with you. I had to share one more thing with you. Now, this is the first time I washed my hair earlier, and I used Tresemme curls from my natural people out there, who your hair doesn't have any permanent. And guys, I tell you, I just love these curls. So you may see me do a video on that, because I was having some hair issues, if you guys remember a few weeks ago. I believe because I changed my hair product, it's better. This is something new. I'm always trying something new. My husband said, why you keep trying something new and you know what worked? But I don't know, guys. After I saw these curls, I was just like, oh my goodness. I'm going to do a video on this. So look for it. I know this channel is about everything. So I'm going to do one hair video because I want to really show how my hair looks in its natural state. And then I'm going to show you how I get this look. I'm going to do a whole video on that. But anyway, it's called Tresemme Naturals. It's the curls. And I use the shampoo, the conditioner, And then this white gel. Oh, dog it. Can't think of the name of it right now. Extreme. It's Extreme Clear. And that's all I did was those 3 products. And I got these kind of curls. So anyway, I was telling you about that because I think my hair is looking better because I got some of that other product out, the one I told you was high protein a few weeks ago. And I've been eating better, drinking more water. I still got to work on my water because I've been in and out the house so much. I have not drank the water that I need to. You know, I want to increase my water. But what I am doing as far as my foods and stuff, I can see my hair is looking better and I feel better about it. So, we don't try to focus so much on the outside. We really want to focus on the inside. But how you feel on the outside affects everything else. Because like you feeling good, like today I'm feeling really good. I'm probably going to make some different food choices. So it all goes together emotionally, physically, mentally. It all goes together. So guys, I'm going to wrap this up. But just to recap, I had 0.5 plus, which again, in my world, everything I went through, I need to increase my steps and more too because I was working at that project. I told you all, for the last couple months, that's over. That project has ended. So now I really have to focus on getting my steps. I'm getting ready to, I told you I was going to start doing some workout videos on here. So I think that is coming now because I have more time. I'll be starting to do that. And I need more steps in my life. I have to, or I'm not going to be able to continue to kind of cheat with my food or make those choices because I'm going to need something to offset that. I can't be eating Olive Garden, Waffle House, and all that stuff and I'm not walking. Then you will see it on the scale, right? But as long as I was doing that extra movement, because I was getting like 10,000 steps per day when I was working at the project. So now that's over. So I'm going to have to compensate for that. And that's going to mean a reduction in my food. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up as I stated a few minutes ago. And then something else came to me. But I'll be in touch. I hope you guys are doing well out there. Let me know how you're doing in your journeys. What's new? What's going on? How are you feeling? I know we're right in the middle of summer, holidays, and everything like that. But what are you doing on your journey? What are you doing? Anything special you can share with us to help the community? And again, I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Have a great weekend.